While Taraba is the first state in the northeast to declare it no longer has coronavirus cases, after it discharged all coronavirus patients in its care, Governor Darius Ishaku described the feat as a sheer luck, as the state doesn't have enough ventilators to withstand any outbreak. While inspecting a 100-bed space at NYSC Isolation Center, Governor Ishaku disclosed plans to purchase necessary equipment that will enable health personnel carry out random testing. Correspondent Ola Biadenusei compiled this report.
About 200 samples have been sent by Taraba State COVID-19 Committee to NCDC to confirm their coronavirus status. The chairman of the Coronavirus Committee in Taraba State disclosed that 17 of the samples were positive and 7 of them had been moved back to their state of origin. The cheering news is that 10 remaining positive cases have now been discharged from the isolation center, leaving the state with no positive case.
As I speak to you today, we don't have a positive case in Taraba. We have the 10 cases that we had, initial 6. When the sample came back after treatment, they were tested negative for the virus. Then just yesterday, we received the results of another 4 who also tested negative for the virus. So currently, as I speak to you, in Taraba State, we don't have a positive case of COVID-19, either in our isolation camp or in the treatment center.
Governor Ishaku inspected some facilities set up to contain the spread of the virus and later enumerated challenges the state was facing in determining the status of every citizen.
If we have this testing equipment, it will help us to screen. I would rather if we have enough machines so that we'll be testing. If we have enough machines, I'll ask everybody, say for example in Jalingo, everybody go and queue up, let's test and see our status. And then from there we'll continue testing. If you go to filling station, they test you. If you go to a supermarket, they test you. Then I mount one in the market so that anybody come in, they will test him. That is a way, if we can take a sample of say 10,000 people, I'll be in a position to say, okay, 10,000, 5 or 5% are infected.
The governor is worried about the state's porous borders, which has made vehicular restrictions impossible. He cited illiteracy as a challenge in the ongoing war against COVID-19.
You see, we generally, as Nigerians, were difficult to control when we're not, our literacy level is quite low, particularly, let's take for example in Taraba State. It took people a long time to know why I'm even locking down the state. Some were questioning me, but luckily some group came last week to thank me that it is now they are knowing why we're locking down. So I think literacy, exposition, telling people is one of the points. I'm having a meeting after this with some of the religious bodies to talk to them to help us in advocacy.
The Taraba government is doing all it can to protect residents from coronavirus and insists it is not ready to leave the lockdown in the state anytime soon.